What if the sky darkening isn't just a fleeting shadow but a cosmic alarm screaming for your attention? A wake-up call from the universe to shift your entire existence. What if March 2025 isn't just another month, but a pivotal moment where the fabric of reality bends, urging you to awaken to truths you've long ignored? You might already be feeling it. Those restless nights, the sudden waves of anxiety, or an unshakable sense that something massive is coming. This isn't just an eclipse. It's a spiritual gateway, a rare cosmic event that's already stirring your soul. Have you noticed strange symptoms lately? Unexplained fatigue, vivid dreams, or a pull to question everything? I felt it too, standing under a darkened sky years ago, as if the universe whispered directly to me. Now it's your turn. If you've been feeling these changes, comment, "I have felt it," below. I want to hear your story. This isn't just a celestial spectacle. It's a transformative moment that could redefine your life if you're ready to listen. Let's peel back the layers of this eclipse, because it's not just a shadow crossing the sky. It's a seismic shift in the universe's rhythm, and you're already caught in its current. You've likely seen eclipses before, those breathtaking moments when the moon cloaks the sun, casting an eerie darkness over the earth. But what if I told you this isn't just about astronomy? What if this darkness is a doorway, a cosmic signal pulsing with messages meant to awaken your deepest self? The sun's light isn't just energy. It's a carrier of vibrations, frequencies that ripple through the Earth's atmosphere, your body, and even your consciousness. During an eclipse, this signal gets interrupted, creating a rare window where the usual patterns of life are disrupted. Scientists might call it a shadow, but I call it the hidden pulse. A shift in the Earth's electromagnetic field that's already affecting your emotions, your thoughts, and even the weather around you. Have you felt a strange stillness lately, as if the world is holding its breath? That's the universe preparing you for what's coming. Don't ignore it. This is your chance to tune in before the shift intensifies. The sun emits more than just visible light. It sends out a spectrum of electromagnetic radiation, from ultraviolet rays to infrared waves, each carrying a unique frequency. These frequencies interact with the Earth's magnetic field, a protective shield that surrounds our planet, influencing everything from ocean currents to animal migration patterns. But here's where it gets fascinating. This field doesn't just affect the physical world, it interacts with the human body too. Your brain, your heart, even your cells operate on subtle electrical impulses, and they're sensitive to these cosmic frequencies. Studies have shown that solar activity, like flares or eclipses, can cause measurable changes in heart rate variability, blood pressure, and even cognitive function. During an eclipse, when the sun's light is momentarily blocked, the Earth's magnetic field experiences a temporary dip, a kind of cosmic hiccup that reverberates through every living thing. You might have noticed this in subtle ways. Maybe you felt unusually tired, or your thoughts have been racing without explanation. These aren't random symptoms. They're your body responding to the hidden pulse of the universe. But the science goes even deeper into realms that border on the metaphysical. Let's talk about biophotons, tiny particles of light emitted by living organisms, including you. Some researchers believe these biophotons are a form of communication, a way your cells exchange information with each other and with the environment. The sun's light, with its own vibrational frequency, interacts with these biophotons, creating a kind of cosmic dialogue between you and the universe. When an eclipse occurs, this dialogue shifts. The sudden absence of sunlight doesn't just dim the sky, it alters the frequency of this exchange, creating a moment of stillness where the usual chatter of life pauses. This is why you might feel a strange quietness, a sense of being unplugged from the noise of the world. It's not just psychological, it's biological, energetic, and deeply spiritual. The eclipse is like a cosmic reset button, giving your body, mind, and soul a chance to recalibrate. But here's the catch. If you're not aware of this shift, you might feel overwhelmed by it. You might mistake the stillness for anxiety, the recalibration for confusion. That's why it's crucial to pay attention now, to listen to your body's signals before the eclipse peaks. Imagine you're driving a car, and suddenly the radio signal cuts out. For a moment, there's silence. No music, no voices, just the hum of the engine. That's what an eclipse does to the energetic radio signal of the Earth. The sun's frequencies, which normally keep everything in a steady rhythm, go quiet, and in that silence you have a chance to hear something new. Maybe a whisper from your intuition, a nudge from the universe, or even a memory you've long forgotten. But if you're not tuned in, that silence can feel disorienting, even unsettling. You might feel a sudden urge to disconnect from technology, to step away from the chaos of daily life, because your body is craving alignment with this new frequency. This is why some people report physical symptoms during eclipses: headaches, dizziness, even a racing heart. These aren't signs of illness. They're signs of transformation, your system adjusting to a cosmic upgrade. So what can you do? Start by grounding yourself. Walk barefoot on the grass, breathe deeply, and let your body sync with the Earth's rhythm. The eclipse is coming, and it's bringing a wave of energy that could either lift you up or knock you off balance, depending on how prepared you are. This hidden pulse isn't just affecting you, it's affecting the entire planet. Scientists have observed that solar eclipses can influence weather patterns, creating sudden shifts in temperature, wind speed, and even atmospheric pressure. But beyond the physical, there's an energetic ripple effect. The Earth itself is a living system with its own electromagnetic heartbeat, often measured as the Schumann resonance, a frequency that resonates at around 7.83 Hz. During an eclipse, this resonance can fluctuate, sending a subtle shockwave through the planet's energy field. Animals often sense this before we do. Birds might stop singing, dogs might howl, as if they're feeling the universe's pause. You might notice this in your own environment. A sudden stillness in the air, a quietness that feels almost otherworldly. This isn't just a random phenomenon. It's a sign that the Earth is responding to the same cosmic signal you are. The question is, are you ready to ride this wave, or will you let it sweep you away? The eclipse is a doorway, but you have to choose to step through it. This isn't the first time the universe has spoken through an eclipse. Ancient civilizations knew this long before we had telescopes. The Sumerians of ancient Mesopotamia, the Incas of the Andes, and the Druids of the Celtic lands didn't just observe eclipses. They revered them as sacred markers of transformation, spiritual realignment, and prophecy. They felt the pulse of the cosmos, a rhythm that modern science is only beginning to understand. As we approach March 2025, the energy feels heavier, more urgent, as if the universe is demanding our attention. This eclipse isn't just a shadow. It's a spiritual summons, a call to align your consciousness with something greater. Its path of totality, where the full eclipse will be visible, stretches across a sacred corridor, from the Pacific Ocean to the western shores of South America, through the ancient lands of the Incas in Peru, then northward into the United States, touching indigenous territories in the Southwest. It continues across the Atlantic, brushing the northern coasts of Africa and the ancient stone circles of the British Isles, like the Ring of Brodger in Scotland. Some believe these sacred sites, pyramids in Peru, stone circles in Scotland, are part of an energy grid, a network of power points that amplify cosmic frequencies. When an eclipse passes over them, it's like flipping a switch, activating dormant energies that could awaken something within us all. What if this alignment is triggering a global shift in consciousness? What ancient secrets are being unlocked right now, beneath your feet? The Sumerians saw eclipses as messages from the gods, moments when the divine reached down to touch the earth. They built ziggurats, massive stepped pyramids, not just as temples, but as cosmic observatories, aligning their structures with the stars to track celestial events. For them, an eclipse was a time of ritual, a moment to offer prayers and sacrifices to ensure the sun's return. But their rituals weren't just about fear. They were about connection, a way to commune with the unseen forces that governed their world. Imagine standing on a ziggurat in ancient Mesopotamia, the air thick with incense. As the sky darkens and the priests chant in a language long forgotten, you'd feel the weight of the moment, the sense that something sacred was unfolding, something that could change the course of your life. That same energy is alive today, pulsing through the March 2025 eclipse, waiting for you to tap into it. The Incas of the Andes believed the sun was their ancestor, a divine being named Inti who sustained all life. An eclipse, to them, was a moment of vulnerability, a time when Inti was under attack by dark forces. But they didn't see this as a reason to despair. Instead, they saw it as an opportunity for renewal. The Incas would gather in their sacred cities, like the ruins of Sacsayhuaman near Cusco, to perform ceremonies that honored the sun's journey through the darkness. They'd play music on pan flutes, their haunting melodies echoing through the mountains, as they danced in circles to mirror the celestial dance above. For the Incas, an eclipse was a portal to the spirit world, a realm where the ancestors spoke, offering guidance for the future. They believed that during this time, the veil between worlds grew thin, allowing the living to connect with the dead, to receive visions, and to plant seeds for new beginnings. What if the March 2025 eclipse is opening a similar portal for you? What messages might your ancestors or the universe itself be trying to share? The Druids of the Celtic lands saw eclipses as moments when the natural world and the spiritual realm aligned. They gathered at sacred sites like the Ring of Brodger, a circle of standing stones in the Orkney Islands, to witness the eclipse's shadow. For the Druids, these stone circles weren't just monuments. They were energy amplifiers, built on ley lines, invisible pathways of power that crisscrossed the earth. They believed that during an eclipse, the energy of these ley lines surged, creating a vortex that could heal, transform, and awaken. Imagine standing in the center of the Ring of Brodger as the sky darkens, the wind whispering through the stones, and feeling a surge of energy rise from the earth, through your feet, into your heart. The Druids would use this moment to meditate, to chant, to set intentions for the future, knowing that the cosmic alignment amplified their magic. Today, we might not call it magic, but the principle remains the same. The March 2025 eclipse is activating the Earth's energy grid, and you can tap into that power if you know how. Some researchers believe that sacred sites around the world, pyramids in Peru, stone circles in Scotland, even natural wonders like Uluru in Australia, are connected by a network of energetic pathways, often called the Earth's ley lines or dragon lines. These lines are thought to channel the planet's electromagnetic energy, creating nodes of power where the energy is especially strong. When a celestial event like an eclipse passes over these nodes, it's like turning up the volume on a cosmic radio station. The energy surges, amplifying the frequencies that flow through the grid. This isn't just theory. People who visit these sites during eclipses often report profound experiences. Sudden insights, emotional releases, even physical sensations like tingling or warmth. You might feel this too, even if you're not near a sacred site, because the energy grid connects us all. The March 2025 eclipse is a global event, and its energy will ripple through the entire planet, touching every living being. But those who are near these power points or who know how to tune into the grid might feel it more intensely. So, how can you connect? Find a quiet place, ideally in nature, and imagine roots growing from your feet into the earth, linking you to this ancient network. Breathe deeply and let the energy flow through you. The universe is speaking. Are you ready to listen? Let's shift our gaze to the numbers woven into this cosmic event, because even the date of March 2025 holds a hidden vibration. If we break down the year 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, we get 9, a number of completion and spiritual awakening. Add the month 3 and we arrive at 12, which reduces to 3, 1 plus 2, a number of creativity and growth. But when we consider the broader energy of this moment, the number 5 emerges as a dominant force, symbolizing change, freedom, and evolution. Throughout history, periods marked by the number 5 have been turning points. The age of exploration, the Industrial Revolution, even the digital renaissance of the 21st century. Could March 2025 be the next great shift? A moment where humanity breaks free from old constraints and steps into a new era? This eclipse isn't just a shadow. It's a cosmic nudge, urging you to release what no longer serves you and embrace the unknown. What old patterns are you clinging to? What new horizons are calling your name? The universe is shouting, don't miss this chance to evolve. Numerology isn't just a mystical art. It's a way to decode the universe's language, a map that reveals the energetic currents flowing through time. The number 9, derived from the year 2025, is often called the number of the humanitarian. It's associated with endings, but not in a destructive way. Think of it as the completion of a cycle, the closing of a chapter so a new one can begin. If you've been feeling a sense of closure lately, maybe letting go of a job, a relationship, or an old belief, that's the energy of 9 at work. It's preparing you for the next phase, clearing the slate for something greater. Now, add the month of March, which is the 3rd month, and you get the number 3. In numerology, 3 is the number of expression, creativity, and joy. It's the spark of inspiration, the urge to create, to share, to connect with others. Together, 9 and 3 suggest a powerful dynamic. The end of an old way of being, followed by the birth of a new, more authentic self. But the dominant energy of this eclipse, as we've seen, is the number 5. A number that shakes things up, that demands change, that pushes you out of your comfort zone. During the Age of Exploration, which spanned the 15th and 16th centuries, the number 5 was a recurring theme. Explorers like Christopher Columbus and Ferdinand Magellan set sail under the influence of this energy, driven by a restless need to break free from the known world and discover new lands. This wasn't just about geography, it was about a shift in consciousness, a redefinition of what humanity believed was possible. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries, another period marked by the number 5. This was a time of radical change, when machines transformed society, economies, and daily life. But it wasn't just about technology, it was about a new way of thinking, a willingness to challenge old systems and build something new. In the 21st century, the digital renaissance, another 5-influenced era, has reshaped our world through the internet, smartphones, and artificial intelligence. Each of these periods was a turning point, a moment when humanity took a leap forward, often after a period of upheaval. The March 2025 eclipse carries this same energy, but on a spiritual level. It's not just about external change. It's about an inner revolution, a transformation of your consciousness that could ripple outward to the world. The number 5 is a call to action, a demand to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. Think about the areas of your life where you feel stuck. Maybe it's a job that no longer fulfills you, a relationship that's holding you back, or a fear that's keeping you small. The eclipse is amplifying the energy of 5, giving you a cosmic push to break free. But this isn't just about letting go. It's about stepping into something new, something that aligns with your true self. Maybe you've been feeling a pull to start a new project, to travel, to learn a new skill. That's the number 3 at work, sparking your creativity, urging you to express yourself in new ways. And the number 9 is there to remind you that this is a time of completion. You can't move forward until you release what's no longer serving you. So, take a moment to reflect. What are you ready to let go of? What new path is calling you? The eclipse is a portal, but you have to walk through it. To align with the number 5, embrace change in small, tangible ways. Try something new this week. Take a different route to work, try a new hobby, or have a conversation with someone you wouldn't normally talk to. These small acts of freedom can help you tap into the eclipse's energy, preparing you for the bigger shifts to come. To connect with the number 3, focus on creativity. Write, paint, dance, or simply daydream. Let your imagination run wild. And to honor the number 9, practice release. Write down something you're ready to let go of. A fear, a grudge, a limiting belief, and then burn the paper, safely of course, as a symbolic act of closure. These practices aren't just rituals. They're ways to align your energy with the universe's, ensuring you're ready for the transformation that's coming. The March 2025 eclipse isn't just a moment in time. It's a turning point in your evolution. Don't let it pass you by. Imagine the eclipse as a sacred intermission in the universe's symphony, a moment of silence between notes where the real magic unfolds. When the sky darkens, it's as if the world holds its breath, creating a stillness that's not just eerie but holy. This isn't just about the absence of light. It's about what the darkness reveals. The shadow isn't your enemy. It's a mirror, reflecting the fears, desires, and truths you've buried deep within. What have you been avoiding? What stories have you told yourself that no longer fit? The eclipse doesn't just cast a shadow over the earth. It casts one over your inner world, demanding you look closer. People around the world report sudden shifts during eclipses. Unexpected clarity, emotional releases, even vivid dreams that feel like messages. You might be feeling it already. Those moments of unease, the sudden urge to cry, or a clarity that cuts through the noise. This is the cosmic pause effect, a time gap where the universe slows down, giving you space to catch up with your soul. Don't run from the darkness. Step into it. What truths are waiting for you in the shadows? The darkness of an eclipse isn't just a physical event. It's a metaphysical one, a moment when the usual rhythms of life are suspended, creating a space for reflection and revelation. Think about the last time you were in complete silence. No music, no chatter, just the sound of your own breath. In that stillness, you might have noticed thoughts or feelings you'd been ignoring, things that only surface when the noise fades away. That's what the eclipse does on a cosmic scale. It strips away the distractions of daily life, the constant buzz of notifications, the demands of work, the chatter of your mind, and leaves you with nothing but your inner truth. This can be uncomfortable, even scary, because it forces you to face things you've been avoiding. Maybe it's a fear of failure that's kept you from pursuing your dreams, or a resentment you've held onto for years. The eclipse doesn't judge, it simply holds space for you to see these things clearly, to decide what you want to do with them. But the cosmic pause isn't just about confronting the shadow. It's also about discovering the light within it. In many spiritual traditions, darkness is seen as a place of potential, a womb where new life is born. Think about a seed buried in the soil. It needs darkness to germinate, to grow roots before it can break through to the light. The eclipse is like that soil, a fertile ground for your inner growth. During this pause, you might experience sudden insights, moments of clarity that feel like they've come out of nowhere. Maybe you'll realize a truth about yourself, that you're stronger than you thought, or that you've been living someone else's dream instead of your own. Or maybe you'll feel a wave of emotion, a release of something you've been holding on to for too long. These moments aren't random. They're gifts from the universe, opportunities to heal, to grow, to become more of who you truly are. But you have to be willing to sit with the darkness, to let it speak to you. If you try to distract yourself, to fill the silence with noise, you might miss the message. During the 2017 solar eclipse in North America, thousands of people reported profound shifts in awareness. Some described feeling a deep sense of peace, as if time had slowed down and they could finally hear their own thoughts. Others experienced emotional breakthroughs, crying for no apparent reason, or suddenly understanding a problem they'd been struggling with for years. One woman in Oregon, who watched the eclipse from a mountaintop, said she felt a surge of energy, like a wave of electricity moving through her body, followed by a vision of her future self, confident and free. These stories aren't anomalies. They're evidence of the eclipse's power to create space for transformation. You might be experiencing similar shifts right now, even before the eclipse peaks. Maybe you've had dreams that feel more vivid than usual, or you've felt a sudden urge to journal, to meditate, to be alone. These are signs that the cosmic pause is already working on you, preparing you for the moment when the sky darkens and the universe speaks. To make the most of this pause, embrace the stillness, create space for it in your life. In the days leading up to the eclipse, set aside time each day to be quiet, no phone, no TV, just you and your thoughts. Sit in a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Notice what comes up, thoughts, emotions, memories, and let them flow without judgment. You might be surprised by what surfaces. A forgotten dream, a buried fear, a spark of inspiration. If you feel overwhelmed, try grounding yourself by placing your hands on the earth or holding a crystal like amethyst, which is known for its calming energy. The goal isn't to force anything. It's to listen, to let the darkness reveal what the light has hidden. The March 2025 eclipse is a rare opportunity to connect with your inner truth, to see yourself as you really are. Don't let fear hold you back. Step into the shadow and let it show you the way. Eclipses have always been more than science. They're stories written in the stars, passed down through generations. In ancient Vedic tales, the demon Asura thirsts for immortality, stealing the nectar of the gods. When the sun and moon catch him, they sever his body, but his head lives on, chasing them across the sky. During an eclipse, Asura catches them, swallowing the light, but only for a moment because light always returns. This story isn't just myth, it's a warning. Darkness is temporary, but it's a test of balance. The Incas of South America saw eclipses as doorways to the spirit world, a realm where the old self dies and the new is born. In Norse legend, the wolf Fenrir hunts the sun, plunging the world into darkness. But the light always reemerges, a symbol of resilience. These stories share a truth. Eclipses are cosmic resets, moments when the universe presses the refresh button on humanity's consciousness. History shows it. Empires have fallen, ideologies have shifted, and new awakenings have sparked after eclipses. What if March 2025 is the next reset? What if the universe is preparing us for a leap we can't yet see? The signs are all around us. Don't wait until it's too late to listen. The Vedic tale of Asura is part of a larger mythology known as the Samudra Manthan, or the churning of the ocean of milk. In this epic, the gods and demons work together to churn the cosmic ocean, seeking the nectar of immortality. Asura, a cunning demon, disguises himself as a god to drink the nectar, but the sun and moon spot him and alert Vishnu, who severs Asura's body with his discus. Asura's head becomes immortal, and in his rage, he chases the sun and moon, swallowing them during eclipses. But because he has no body, the light always escapes, emerging on the other side. This myth is rich with symbolism. Asura represents the ego, the part of us that craves power and control, while the sun and moon represent our higher self, our connection to the divine. The eclipse, then, is a battle between these forces, a moment when the ego tries to dominate, but the light of truth always prevails. What if the March 2025 eclipse is asking you to face your own ego? What parts of yourself are you clinging to out of fear or pride that need to be released? For the Incas, the sun wasn't just a celestial body. It was Inti, their divine ancestor, the source of all life. An eclipse was a moment of crisis, a time when Inti was under attack by a jaguar spirit, a symbol of chaos and darkness. But the Incas didn't see this as a reason to fear. They saw it as a call to action. They'd gather in their sacred cities, like the stone fortress of Sacsayhuaman, to perform rituals that supported Inti's journey. They'd beat drums, blow conch shells, and chant, believing their collective energy could help the sun return. For the Incas, an eclipse was a time of transformation, a journey through the spirit world where the old self could die and the new self could be born. They believed that during this time, the ancestors spoke, offering guidance for the future. Imagine standing on the stone walls of Sacsayhuaman, the air vibrating with the sound of drums, as the sky darkens and you feel the presence of something ancient, something wise. What if the March 2025 eclipse is offering you a similar journey? A chance to let go of your old self and step into a new version of you. In Norse mythology, Fenrir is a monstrous wolf, a child of the trickster god Loki, who is destined to bring about Ragnarok, the end of the world. During an eclipse, Fenrir catches the sun, plunging the world into darkness, while his sibling, another wolf, chases the moon. But the myth doesn't end in despair. The sun and moon always return, symbolizing the eternal cycle of death and rebirth. For the Norse, an eclipse was a reminder of life's impermanence, a call to live bravely in the face of inevitable change. They'd gather around their sacred fires, telling stories of their gods, knowing that even in the darkest moments, light would return. This myth resonates deeply with the energy of the March 2025 eclipse, because it's a reminder that transformation often comes through challenge. What if the darkness you're facing right now, whether it's a personal struggle, a global crisis, or the uncertainty of the future, is part of a larger cycle, a necessary step before the light returns? What if the eclipse is asking you to be brave, to trust in the process, to believe that something better is waiting on the other side? Throughout history, eclipses have coincided with major turning points. The 585 BCE eclipse, recorded by the Greek historian Herodotus, is said to have stopped a war between the Lydians and the Medes, as both sides saw it as a sign from the gods to make peace. The 1919 eclipse, observed by Arthur Eddington, confirmed Einstein's theory of general relativity, revolutionizing our understanding of the universe. More recently, the 2017 eclipse in North America preceded a wave of social movements, as people began to question old systems and demand change. These events weren't caused by the eclipse, but the energy of the eclipse created a fertile ground for transformation, a moment when humanity was ready to shift. The March 2025 eclipse could be the next chapter in this story, a moment when old paradigms crumble and new possibilities emerge. But this reset isn't just global, it's personal. What old stories are you ready to release? What new chapter are you ready to write? The universe is giving you a chance to start fresh. Don't wait until it's too late to take it. This eclipse isn't something to watch. It's something to feel, to live, to harness. Let's explore rituals to align with its energy, because if you don't act, you might miss the most transformative moment of your life. First, the eclipse breath, a bridge to cosmic flow. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Inhale deeply, as if pulling in the sun's fading light. Hold for a moment, then exhale, releasing every fear, every doubt. With each breath, imagine the eclipse's shadow passing over you, cleansing you, awakening you. Do this for 10 minutes, feeling the universe's pulse sync with your own. You might feel a tingling, a warmth. This is the energy moving through you. Second, shadow journaling, a conversation with your hidden self. Grab a journal and ask, what am I ready to release? What fears have I outgrown? Write without judgment, letting your deepest truths spill onto the page. Then release it. Burn the paper safely, bury it, or tear it to pieces. This isn't just writing. It's a ritual of surrender. Third, the cosmic mirror ritual. Set up a small altar with a mirror, surrounded by natural elements like shells or feathers. Light a candle for the sun's energy, then gaze into the mirror as the eclipse begins. Ask, what truth am I avoiding? What part of me needs to be seen? Let your intuition speak. You might see images, feel emotions, or hear whispers. Finally, set intentions. Write a specific goal. I release fear and step into my power. Place it under a candle, light it, and visualize your intention growing. The eclipse is fertile ground. Plant your seeds now, or risk missing the harvest. The eclipse breath is rooted in the ancient practice of pranayama, a yogic technique that uses breath to balance the body's energy. In Sanskrit, prana means life force, and yama means control. Together, they represent the act of harnessing the breath to connect with the universal energy that flows through all things. During an eclipse, when the usual flow of solar energy is interrupted, your breath becomes a lifeline, a way to anchor yourself in the shifting currents. To deepen this practice, try adding a visualization. As you inhale, imagine a golden light entering your body, filling you with warmth and clarity. As you exhale, picture a dark cloud leaving your body, carrying away stress, fear, and negativity. You might also add a mantra, like, I am light, I am free, to focus your mind. If you're new to breathwork, start with just 5 minutes and gradually increase to 10. Pay attention to how you feel. Some people report a sense of lightness, others feel a surge of energy, like a current moving through their spine. This isn't just relaxation. It's a way to sync your energy with the eclipses, ensuring you're ready for the transformation it brings. Shadow journaling draws on the power of the written word to uncover hidden truths. Writing has long been a tool for self-discovery. Psychologists call it expressive writing, and studies have shown it can reduce stress, improve mental clarity, and even boost physical health. But during an eclipse, this practice takes on a deeper significance, because the energy of the moment amplifies your connection to your subconscious. To make this ritual even more powerful, set the scene. Light a candle, play soft music, and create a sacred space where you feel safe to be vulnerable. As you write, don't censor yourself. Let your pen move freely, even if the words don't make sense. You might uncover memories you'd forgotten, or emotions you didn't realize you were holding. For example, you might write about a fear of failure, only to realize it's tied to a childhood experience you've never fully processed. Once you've written, the act of release is just as important as the writing itself. If you choose to burn the paper, do so in a fireproof container, and as you watch the flames, imagine the fear dissolving into ash, leaving you lighter, freer. If burning isn't an option, bury the paper in the earth or tear it into tiny pieces and scatter them in the wind. This act of release isn't just symbolic. It's a signal to the universe that you're ready to let go. The cosmic mirror ritual draws on the ancient symbolism of mirrors as portals to the soul. In many cultures, mirrors are seen as more than reflective surfaces. They're gateways to other realms, tools for seeing beyond the physical. The ancient Egyptians, for example, used polished obsidian mirrors in their rituals, believing they could reveal hidden truths. During the March 2025 eclipse, you can use a mirror to connect with your own inner truth. To set up your altar, choose elements that resonate with you. Maybe a seashell to represent the ocean's depth, or a feather to symbolize freedom. The candle you light represents the sun's energy, a reminder that even in darkness, light is always present. As you gaze into the mirror, don't just look at your face. Look into your eyes, the windows to your soul. Ask your questions slowly, giving yourself time to feel the answers. You might see a flicker of an image, like a memory or a vision, or you might feel a wave of emotion, sadness, joy, even anger. Don't push these feelings away. Let them surface, because they're part of the truth you're seeking. When you're done, thank the mirror for its guidance, and take a moment to journal any insights you received. This ritual isn't just about reflection. It's about revelation, a chance to see yourself as the universe sees you. Setting intentions during the eclipse harnesses the energy of creation. In many spiritual traditions, eclipses are seen as potent times for manifestation, because the alignment of the sun, moon, and earth creates a powerful energetic field. To make your intention setting even more effective, be specific and heartfelt. Instead of a vague wish like, "I want to be happy," try something like, "I intend to cultivate joy by pursuing my passion for painting." Write your intention on a piece of paper, and as you place it under the candle, hold the paper to your heart, feeling the energy of your desire. When you light the candle, imagine the flame carrying your intention to the universe, like a beacon of light in the darkness. As the candle burns, visualize your intention taking root, growing strong, blossoming into reality. You can enhance this ritual by adding elements like crystals, citron for abundance, rose quartz for love, or by speaking your intention aloud, letting the vibration of your voice amplify its power. The March 2025 eclipse is a fertile ground for planting seeds of change, but you have to act now before the window closes. Don't let this moment pass you by. Your future self is waiting for you to take the first step. This eclipse isn't just personal, it's planetary. Eclipses are cosmic heartbeats, pulsing through the collective consciousness of humanity. Past eclipses have aligned with massive shifts. The 2017 eclipse in North America preceded global social movements. The 2015 eclipse came before environmental crises. What if March 2025 is the next catalyst? The world is already trembling. Climate crises, technological leaps, social awakenings. This eclipse could be the spark that accelerates it all. A cosmic nudge to question old systems and build new ones. For spiritual seekers, this is your moment. You might be feeling it already: vivid dreams, sudden insights, a pull to act. That's the eclipse calling you to be a bridge between the cosmic and the earthly. Your awakening isn't just yours. It ripples outward, touching others, shifting societies. Imagine millions of souls aligning with this energy, creating a wave of transformation. You're not just a spectator, you're a participant in a global reset. What role will you play? The clock is ticking. Don't let this moment pass you by. Collective consciousness is the idea that we're all connected, not just to each other, but to a shared field of energy that shapes our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This concept has roots in both spirituality and science. Psychologist Carl Jung called it the collective unconscious, a reservoir of shared archetypes and experiences that influence humanity as a whole. During an eclipse, this field becomes especially active because the alignment of the sun, moon, and earth creates a powerful energetic resonance. It's like tuning a million radios to the same frequency. The signal gets stronger, the message clearer. This is why eclipses often coincide with global shifts. They amplify the collective energy, making it easier for new ideas, movements, and awakenings to take hold. You might have noticed this in your own life. Maybe you felt a sudden urge to connect with others, to join a cause, to speak out about something you care about. That's the collective consciousness at work, pulling you into the larger story of humanity's evolution. In the months following the 2017 eclipse, social movements like #MeToo and Black Lives Matter gained momentum as people began to demand justice and equality on a scale we hadn't seen in decades. This wasn't a coincidence. The eclipse created a space for collective awakening, a moment when people were ready to face hard truths and take action. Similarly, the 2015 eclipse, visible over parts of Europe and Africa, was followed by a series of environmental disasters, floods, wildfires, and record-breaking heat waves that forced the world to confront the reality of climate change. These events weren't caused by the eclipse, but the energy of the eclipse acted as a catalyst, amplifying the collective will to change. The March 2025 eclipse could be the next wave in this pattern, a moment when humanity is ready to let go of old systems, capitalism, patriarchy, environmental destruction, and build something new. But this shift won't happen on its own. It needs you, your energy, your intention to make it real. For spiritual seekers, you might be feeling the effects of the eclipse more intensely, vivid dreams that feel like premonitions, sudden insights that come out of nowhere, a pull to meditate, to pray, to act. These aren't random feelings. They're signs that the universe is calling you to step up, to be a bridge between the cosmic and the earthly. In many spiritual traditions, people like you are known as lightworkers, souls who incarnated at this time to help humanity through its transition. You might not think of yourself this way, but if you're drawn to this message, if you feel a deep sense of purpose, that's a sign that you have a role to play. Your awakening isn't just for you, it's for the collective. Every time you heal a wound, release a fear, or step into your power, you create a ripple that touches others, even if you never see the impact. Imagine a single candle lighting a dark room. Your light might seem small, but it can inspire others to light their own candles until the whole world is illuminated. That's the power of your awakening during this eclipse. To contribute to this global reset, start by focusing on your own growth, because the collective shifts when enough individuals shift. In the days leading up to the eclipse, take time to reflect on your role in the world. What gifts do you have to share? Your creativity, your compassion, your wisdom. How can you use them to make a difference, even in a small way? Maybe it's volunteering in your community, starting a conversation about climate change, or simply being a source of light for someone who's struggling. You can also join with others to amplify your impact. Organize a group meditation, a prayer circle, or a virtual gathering to set intentions for the future. The more people who align with this energy, the stronger the wave of transformation will be. The March 2025 eclipse is a call to action, a chance to be part of something bigger than yourself. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Step into your role, because the world needs your light now more than ever. Let's dive into the unseen science of this eclipse, because light isn't just what you see, it's what you feel. In quantum physics, light is a dance of energy, information, even consciousness. It's entangled, connecting particles across vast distances. What if the sun's light is a bridge between dimensions, carrying messages from the universe to your soul? When the eclipse blocks that light, it's not a loss, it's a recalibration. Your own electromagnetic field, your thoughts, emotions, body shifts in response. You might feel it as a sudden clarity, a wave of emotion, or a pull to change. Shadows aren't darkness. They're the canvas for light's creation. Without shadows, there's no depth, no growth. The eclipse is a cosmic shadow play, inviting you to face your inner shadows, your fears, your doubts, and transform them into light. What if this temporary darkness is the key to your brightest awakening? Don't fear the shadow. Embrace it, because your true brilliance is waiting on the other side. In quantum physics, light is both a wave and a particle, a duality that defies our everyday understanding of reality. But it's not just a physical phenomenon, it's a carrier of information, a way the universe communicates across vast distances. One of the most mind-bending concepts in quantum physics is entanglement, the idea that particles can become linked, so that what happens to one instantly affects the other, even if they're billions of light years apart. This isn't science fiction, it's been proven in experiments like the famous Bell test experiments of the 1970s. Now, imagine that the sun's light is part of this entangled web, connecting not just particles, but dimensions, timelines, even consciousness itself. Some researchers, like physicist David Bohm, have proposed that the universe operates as a hologram, where every part contains the whole. If that's true, then the sun's light isn't just illuminating the Earth, it's carrying the blueprint of the entire cosmos, a kind of cosmic DNA that influences everything it touches, including you. During an eclipse, when the moon blocks the sun's light, this cosmic communication shifts. It's not that the signal stops, it changes frequency, creating a moment of stillness where the usual patterns are disrupted. This is why you might feel a sudden shift in your own energy during an eclipse. Your electromagnetic field, which is influenced by the sun's light, is recalibrating to this new frequency. Your body is a complex system of electrical impulses, from the firing of neurons in your brain to the beating of your heart. These impulses are sensitive to external electromagnetic fields, like the Earth's magnetic field, which in turn is influenced by solar activity. During an eclipse, the Earth's field experiences a temporary fluctuation, and your body responds in kind. You might feel this as a physical sensation, maybe a tingling in your hands, a heaviness in your chest, or a sudden wave of emotion. These aren't random symptoms. They're signs that your system is aligning with the universe's new rhythm, preparing you for a deeper awakening. Shadows are essential to creation. Think about a painting. Without shadows, there's no depth, no contrast, no sense of dimension. The same is true in life. Your inner shadows, your fears, your doubts, your unresolved pain, are what give your light meaning. They're the contrast that helps you see who you truly are. During the March 2025 eclipse, the shadow of the moon across the sun is a cosmic metaphor for this process. It's an invitation to face your own shadows, not with fear, but with curiosity. What have you been avoiding? Maybe it's a fear of rejection that's kept you from speaking your truth, or a sense of unworthiness that's held you back from pursuing your dreams. The eclipse doesn't judge, it simply holds space for you to see these things clearly, to decide what you want to do with them. This isn't about erasing your shadows, it's about integrating them, using them as fuel for your growth. To harness the eclipse's energy, practice shadow work, a process of exploring your inner shadows with compassion and curiosity. Start by finding a quiet space and bring to mind something you've been avoiding. Maybe a fear, a memory, or a part of yourself you don't like to acknowledge. Write it down and then ask yourself, where did this come from? How has it served me? How can I transform it? For example, if you're afraid of failure, you might realize it stems from a childhood experience where you were criticized for making a mistake. That fear might have protected you by keeping you safe, but now it's holding you back. To transform it, you could reframe it. Failure is a teacher, a step toward growth. During the eclipse, take this insight and meditate on it, imagining the shadow dissolving into light, leaving you stronger, wiser. You can also use the eclipse's energy to connect with the quantum field. Set an intention to receive a message from the universe, and then pay attention to what comes up in the days that follow. The March 2025 eclipse is a portal between light and shadow, a chance to see yourself in a new way. Don't miss it, your brightest awakening is waiting. Here's where the magic multiplies, the power of collective intention. When millions focus on the same cosmic event, the energy surges, creating a force greater than any one of us. Ancient tribes in the Andes gathered during eclipses, not just to watch, but to pray, to heal, to set intentions that shaped their future. Today, we have the power to do the same on a global scale. Your intention during this eclipse isn't just personal, it's planetary. Imagine the ripple, your healing, your growth, touching lives you'll never meet. What do you want to create? What transformation are you ready to ignite? This is your moment to join the global wave. Don't hold back. In the field of consciousness research, studies have shown that when large groups of people focus on the same intention, it can create a measurable impact on the physical world. The Global Consciousness Project, a research initiative started in the 1990s, uses random number generators to measure fluctuations in the Earth's energy field. During major global events like the 9/11 attacks or the 2012 Mayan calendar transition, these generators showed statistically significant deviations, as if the collective focus of humanity was influencing the field. Eclipses are one of the most powerful events for this effect, because they draw the attention of millions, creating a unified field of intention. When the ancient tribes in the Andes gathered during eclipses, they weren't just performing rituals. They were tapping into this field, using their collective energy to heal, to pray, to shape their future. Imagine hundreds of people standing in a circle, their voices rising in song, as the sky darkens and the energy surges, creating a wave that ripples through the mountains, through the earth, through time itself. Today, we can connect with millions of people instantly. Social media, live streams, and virtual gatherings allow us to create a global circle, a collective intention that spans the planet. During the March 2025 eclipse, imagine millions of people around the world meditating at the same time, setting intentions for healing, for peace, for a better future. The energy of that moment would be exponential, a wave of light that could shift the course of history. This isn't just a dream. It's something you can be part of. You might already be feeling the pull to connect, to join with others, to be part of something bigger. That's the eclipse's energy, calling you to step into your power as a co-creator of the future. Your intention matters because it's not just yours. It's part of the collective, a single note in a symphony that could change the world. During the 1987 Harmonic Convergence, a global meditation event aligned with a rare planetary alignment, millions of people gathered at sacred sites around the world to meditate for peace. In the years that followed, the Berlin Wall fell, the Cold War ended, and a wave of environmental awareness swept the globe. Many believe this event was a turning point, a moment when the collective intention of humanity shifted the trajectory of history. More recently, during the 2020 global pandemic, online meditation events brought together millions of people to pray for healing. Studies showed a decrease in crime rates and an increase in positive social media sentiment during these events, suggesting that the collective focus had a measurable impact. The March 2025 eclipse offers a similar opportunity, but on an even larger scale, because the energy of an eclipse is uniquely potent. This is your chance to be part of a global movement, to contribute to a wave of transformation that could heal the planet. To join this collective wave, set a clear intention for the eclipse, something that aligns with your highest vision for yourself and the world. Maybe it's I intend to cultivate peace in my life and in the world, or I intend to heal my heart and help others heal theirs. Write your intention down and then join with others to amplify it. You can organize a small gathering with friends or join an online event. There are likely to be many meditation and prayer circles happening during the eclipse. If you can't find a group, simply set your intention at the moment of the eclipse, knowing that millions of others are doing the same. Visualize your intention as a light, joining with other lights around the world, creating a web of energy that surrounds the planet. The March 2025 eclipse is a moment of unity, a chance to be part of something greater than yourself. Don't hold back. Your light is needed, and the time to shine is now. As the shadow of the March 2025 eclipse approaches, hear this. This isn't a moment to fear. It's a moment to rise. The universe is sounding a wake-up call, and you're already feeling its vibrations. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. This is your chance to grow, to heal, to step into the next chapter of your soul's journey. To stabilize your energy and avoid the chaos of this shift, take these steps now. Avoid crowds and overstimulating environments. They'll drain you when you need to focus inward. Spend time in nature, whether it's a forest, a beach, or your backyard. Let the earth recalibrate your energy. Adjust your sleep patterns. If you're feeling restless, try napping during the day to realign. Practice deep breathing and meditation daily. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8, to ground yourself in the storm. This isn't just an event. It's a movement, and you're a vital part of it. I want to hear from you. What intentions are you setting? How are you preparing for this cosmic shift? Share your story in the comments below. Your voice could spark someone else's awakening. And if you're ready to stay ahead of these cosmic transformations, subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom Naturally, We're here to guide you through every universal shift. The sky may darken, but your inner light is unstoppable. Are you ready to shine? Because the universe is waiting for your answer. Don't let it down.